you doing, Acolytes? I'm the Oracle, and today we're doing something different again, like we did a couple of weeks ago with Tier Maker and other stuff with reading subreddits. Today we're reading light novels. I'll probably make this a series too, who knows. But we're reading light novels. We're probably starting off with High School DxD Volume 11, which will be chapter Season 5 when it comes out, if it ever comes out next year or something. We're basically reading the beginning of Season 5 here. So let's get into this, shall we? And now we're going to be long here, so let's start. Chapter 1, Life 1, Study and Mating Season? I don't know. This morning, my day, Hideo, I can't pronounce his last name, god damn it, started with a battle on the bed. When I opened my eyes, I witnessed Virtue, is that president in Japanese or something? You went through this the whole season 4, he said. That's how I call the president of season 5 now. We went through that again. We don't want to go through it again, do we? I mean, Rias and Akano. Oh, see, he's got a Japanese fellow to stand now. I'll just call it Akano. Glaring at each other. Both of them already in their uniforms. It seemed like they were fighting over the right to give me a morning kiss. Ooh. Then Rias made a smile of confidence. That Rias talking? Yeah. Trying to give Issei a morning kiss, well, that's what I would like to say, but since I was already spoiled by Issei last night, I will forgive you. Yeah, that's me just talking, I don't know. Oh, that seems to be something good then. That Issei looks like he's already done something amazing, hasn't he? Ooh. Ha! Akano said it was while putting her hand on her mouth. No, we didn't do anything that erotic, since Asia was with us as well. We just kissed before going to sleep and cuddled each other while we were sleeping. By the way, Issei hasn't done it yet with any of them. He just sleeps with them, you know. Calls himself Mr. Pervy King, but he hasn't done anything at all. So, yeah. Get to it, boy! Eh? That was the same as usual, you say? No, it was something we did after I confessed to Rias. My tension rose so high that I was getting embarrassed and my heart was beating so fast. I love that person and that person loves me. Both of us knew that so the kiss and the cuddling now having a greater impact on us. And also, but stop doing that, Issei. I mean, Rias had begun behaving like a child. The atmosphere of one summer aura was gone, and that impact was so deadly. I cannot go to sleep if you don't kiss me. Nay, please kiss me. Hold me gently, hold me quietly. Issei, I love you, he said with a sweet voice, and acted like a girl her age, something that was like happening before we went to sleep. I couldn't endure it anymore. Just remember how it made me feel excited. I was so happy right then, and now I don't know what was going to happen to me. Ah, was you saying ah? I don't know. I'm so glad that I was born. Sama. Mao, was that demon? No, especially Beelzebub, who invented the evil pieces. Oh, so you're talking about it being reborn as a demon? Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm so glad that I got reincarnated as the devil. I work hard for the underworld from now on. By the way, I'm still hesitant on calling Rias. Don't do that again. Well, I've been calling her president the whole time, so it could have been helped that I've been hesitant by calling her own name. And the fact that I was feeling shy to call her by her name, it was not that I didn't want to call her by her name. Instead, I wanted to call her by her name. You're saying you're beating her things all over again. What are you doing? Her name again, even more often. Let's call Rias naturally at home. Akano then sighed as if he found this boring. Why, was there no pain involved? Looks like you're more calm than I thought, Rias. How do you do his voice? Looks like you're more calm than I thought, Rias. Oh, I can't do it, but I'll just read it normally if you want me to, I don't know. I thought you'd be burning with jealousy. I didn't find your reaction interesting at all. I'm so sorry about that, but he is my Issei. But this fact will never change. I can't do that voice either. What the hell's up with me? I can do good voices. You unstable personalities you had before the rating cam was gone. Now he's filled with confidence just like before. Well, it looks like I was showing the confidence of the legal wife. Akano said that Rias made a small laugh as he kissed my cheek. It's time for breakfast. Come downstairs. Oh, by the way, they live in a huge house. They lived in a small house beforehand, but now they live in a huge house. Like everyone lives there. All the girls do, man. And Issei's parents are just as oblivious as Bella's father in Twilight, because they're all demons and angels and shit. So just saying. She said that and left the room. It seemed she wasn't mad at Akano. Even if she is acting like that, she's pushing herself. Akano said it was after sitting on the bed. Pushing herself? But I mean, did something happen to Rios? To tell you the truth, in the last rain game, she felt she was a burden to you because of the fact that she couldn't be much use and resulted in her being like that. She was talking about the match against Cyborg. Rios fought a Longinus who had its own will. Regulus Nemina, yeah, somehow the Nemean line was in the last season, which makes no sense. Received a critical wound. Well, she got healed after that, so. Rios couldn't forgive herself because he had you in the back fighting and is concerned about it. No, it's just her opponent was too strong. Rios isn't weak. She had also been making lots of strategies before battle. In the terms of strategy, the battle between Sona and Argus, received more attention. The battle they had, there was a match of taking each other's flag, the scramble flag. Basically, they did capture the flag. Okay then. It wasn't no flashy fight, so we recognised by others that much, but it received a high rating from the critics as a hidden professional game. Professional game where you kill each other. Okay, demons are weird there. If you think about it, the magazine, which was recently released in the underworld, hell of a magazine, interesting. Was talking about that match as well. Obviously, the match between us and Cyborg teams got more articles, but the article was written by a critic writer who was ongoing praise for the match between Citri and Argus. Rios will need to learn many things as a king. First of all, she asked for advice from her Oni-sama, brother, Zerzex, who was Lucifer in this. Zerzex Lucifer, who dresses like a dictator, but he's a good guy, I guess, and has started researching about the power of destruction even more seriously. She asked about the power of destruction from Zerzex. Zerzex? Is it different from training? How many question marks here? Rios and Zerzex have the same demonic power as the power of destruction, but in nature, what does a characteristic is different. Zerzek's power is said to be an ultimate wizard technique type. Kinda true, he did dissolve a person by trapping them in a bubble in season 3. I mean, Jesus Christ. He can control the power like his hand or foot. Yep, saying that. So his technique is said to be the best or second best among devils. They said Ria's power is a wizard type, which is more closer to a power type. That's what he's saying, because she goes balls crazy if something happens to her friends. That's saying. So you can say she's blessed with power rather than technique, but Akano said with nowadays, that racist. She's lacking something decisive. To put it simply, she has something doesn't have the one power up, that destructive power they call a certain kill move. Rios doesn't have a special move, but if it's just shooting, I think it has quite an impact, especially I'm calling the president. Especially Rios might have a special move against the strong foes we face, but it seems like she's finding it, even though I have a painful match. Oh, did ya? Akano said that with a sad voice. I told her, while shaking my head. No, the opponent, the queen, was quite skillful. The queen from the House of Abaddon, I never heard of before, used the power of Whole. I heard that she's a top tier queen amongst the youthful devils. She must have a stronger than the wisest queen and Fuko Kaichu from the Citri group. She must be very skillful since he could split the holy lightning into powers of light and lightning. Don't do Akano's voice, it sounds like that in the show. So Issei finished the match against her instantly, yeah. Akano got owned by her and Issei really owned her, okay, yeah, that might be true. I defeated her getting pissed and using Triania. I've affected my behaviour from back then. Akano told me not to show trying until the final moment, but I used it right away. I was enraged because my comrades were defeated. I mean, it was a game, you know it was going to happen. Anger problems, he say. Anger problems. Maybe that was my current weakness. If I can't be more composed in that type of situation, I'll become an unstable king in the future. Were you a king? Okay. Well, I was thinking about that. I was very reverent. Akano chuckled. I had to do something about myself now too, but let's not forget that now. Can you not call Rios by a name clearly yet? I can when I have to, but I'm not used to it. I feel so shy. It's not that I don't want to call her by a name, but it's just that I feel really shy about it. He just said that. Keep repeating the same sentences here, but alright. Those are my true feelings. I'm really shy about calling her by her name. 1, 2, 3. No, that's 3 sides, never mind then. As he went to call her by her name, as he went to say, Rias, I love you, and Akano-san then smiled. Don't call it Akano-san, let's call it Akano, then smiled. Oh my, thank you for the good reaction. Then I had to make it you to call me Akano as well, and don't you think it'll turn you on if we started an affair so soon? After you had confessed. A affair? Akano, who is obsessed with the affair, Rias knows he likes him. It's not really an affair, is it? They've been obsessed about it even before I confessed to Rias. It's Akano who is the S that we're talking about. It must be having fun making Mias get mad. Yes, he does that all the time. Yes, I didn't say I would be candidate for your affair partner since. Again. Yes, I didn't say I would be a candidate for your affair partner since a long time ago. My body is getting hot. So we're on the start of the affair here. We're getting spicy here, aren't we? Akano began rubbing her body with her hands. Yeah, we're getting really spicy here. The Wi-Fi that was shown when she was moved her body was too bright for me. Akano's body was so smooth and soft that my hands always sunk into her body whenever I touched her. See, pure thickness, Lynn, I guess. Akano put her face closer to me and kissed my nose. This will be enough for me in the morning. Ufu? What the hell does that mean? Since Asia has arrived. What? I looked in the direction of the door after hearing Akano say that. Asia was there with an apron on. She was frozen like an ice sculpture while put on a smiling face. Asia! I don't know. What do you come in times like this? Asia, upon seeing frozen, jumped onto my chest and complained with teary eyes. Oh, I can't do her voice. She's got a really high-pitched voice, so... I thought we'd get overtaken by Akano. I was also thinking about giving you a wake-up kiss. You were there, Asia, who became so boldly that I was getting shocked. She even started begging me for a kiss. It definitely must have been an influence from Rias and Akano. And Zenobia showed up. Well, you got all girls on you now, aren't you? Well, you live in the house with them. What happened, Asia? Ing? What does that mean? NG? What? Akano is doing her flirtatious Asia in the morning. Do you say, no, you can't do like things like this in the morning? What? Evening now showed up. Well then, this beginning of the scene is going to be fun, isn't it? Even though he's an angel, not died to become an angel, became an angel. Even though also showed up, seemed shocked. You guys came as well. The church trio was energetic even in the morning. Some time has passed since I was confessed to Rias. What will happen to me from now on, even though I'm feeling happy. I'm also bewildered by the insane actions as well. But I'm really feeling happy right now. Yeah, we know, like you just said there. Like that, my crazy morning ended, and I was now in the living room on the first floor. See, mansion. It was time for breakfast. Here, my mum and as their leader. Most of the girls was helping set her up on the table. So today we're having fried eggs, miso soup, and salmon. And the salmon for breakfast. All right. Oh, so a Japanese menu then. We have a rotation of Japanese, European, and Chinese food for breakfast. Who the hell does that? All the girls work so hard in making them. I almost have my stomach full of delicious food every morning. I really am a lucky guy. Yep, you are. You know, Daddy's favourite time is when we have food. Everyone is good at making food, so they are all delicious. Women say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. True, kinda. You know what I mean? What you say? Dad said with a smiling face while eating his food. I do. I really do understand that. Okay then. I nodded my head. My daddy dining with son, but I'm surrounded by whatever that says. Bisujos? Sujos? I eat food made by Bisujos. I mean women. I eat while chatting with Bisujos, yes. He said this 3 times already. Jesus Christ. There's an ideal life, right? This was the moment where I felt like it would be great to be born as a guy. Ooh. This is your bento, he say. Reese puts a lunchbox in front of me while wearing a really big smile. Mum, Reese, Asia, Akano rotate their shifts of making food for lunch. Konako, Zenobia, Irina, and Rossweiser. See how many people live with him. Konako and Rossweiser, Valkyrie, and a cat girl, by the way. Mainly eat so they don't Pussycat. They sometimes go in the kitchen, but they can't complete the 4 heavenly kings of the kitchen. Who are they? The 4 kings are Mum, Rias, Asia, and Akano. Especially Asia, who has something special in their cooking, and is said to be a #1 candidate for being passed down the taste of the House of Hidru by my mum. Like that, they were rotating making the food for the lunchbox, but lately Rias is the one making lunch for me. Apparently the girls decided to leave the cooking for me to Rias. Rias also made a bento box for me every time with a really happy face. The lunchbox always has food that has been made with lots of care and has a heart mark on it that always tastes delicious. It is the best because you're updated now after like 4 seasons. Issei getting the lunchbox is only made by Rias. You're doing so well, Issei. Dad said while nodding his head, a lunchbox made from a beloved wife. They are married yet? That's what I would like to say, but Masuda and Motohama, which is Issei's pervy other friends who probably end up forgetting sometime, also said, did your wife make that bento? By looking at a bento made by Asia and Akano as well. So how else did I put it? Maybe you call it a bento made from the legal wife, since I'm living in the Hidro residence as well. There might be a time I have to sow the cooking of my motherland. The motherland? Oh, that's why I was talking. Yeah, because he's a Scandinavian. What's why said while putting her hands on her chin? Her homeland? What kind of food does Valhalla have? Well, what food does Scandinavia have? Well, I'll still be happy since the variation of food will increase while I couldn't get rid of my smile. What evil came into my sight? I see the phoenix, by the way, also demon. She was filling the lunchbox with food. It's not the lunchbox Rabel usually uses. Whose is it? Oh, Rabel, whose lunchbox is that? It's the lunchbox for Gaspar. Gaspar's a vampire. He's a bit of a cross-dresser, tranny type guy. It seems like he's doing the morning training by himself. Well, he's getting stronger, isn't he? Morning training, Gaspar is. I made a very shocked explanation. Morning training by himself. This is a shocking revelation, Reyes then says, while taking a seat next to me. In the last match, he said he felt his lack of strength, so he's training his own training besides the training he does with you and Yuto. Another male one. I think that Yuto. Yuto's normal though, he's a Japanese demon. Caspar is doing basic training so he won't put pressure on his body. He's a vampire though, I mean what pressure? The last match of the battle against the Bald team was something we could talk about in the detail because my parents were there. Then Akano continued. Gaspar said he wants his mastery training and he reached that stage. They said he'll train his body from the basics so he does muscle training and running in the morning. Boy, Gaspar's going to be a strong vampy boy, isn't he? He wants to reach that stage, so does he want to obtain balance breaker for his sacred gear? What's his sacred gear? Because he can stop time, I don't know. Is that so? So he's concerned about the last match of that mask, but he fought very well. He showed us that he's a man. Even so, Gasky couldn't forgive himself for his lack of power. He is a guy after all. I know how you feel, Gasky. Being weak is something guys can't forgive. It's very, very manly type style novel, isn't it? Because I can't forgive themselves for us. And he continued the sentence, don't I? I will also help as much as I can. As the guys of the gaming group, Gasky, Kiba, and me had to stay strong to protect the girls. Yeah, protect the girls. Then Zenobia then said with this with serious eyes, "Yes, he is a man. He will definitely get strong." The one who received the most support from Gasky was Zenobia. The one who saved Zenobia who was cornered by having her guard down. It was Gasky, but don't imagine him all muscular. Really though. In my head, I'd combine Miltan's body and Gasky's head. Miltan was a guy that Issei went to do a deal for because he's that demon and stuff. I can imagine him being a creature from Fist of the North Star. Well, he read another anime. That's new. Uso is a Issei. I mean, that's what it says. I take the Fist of the Vampire and mix protein with Issei's blood. Becomes good for my muscles. Really? Yeah, that's what you're a vampire. You're supposed to be eating blood. Look at these splendid biceps. Ooh, shoo. Okay. What should I do if that happens? Well, I don't think I would go that far, but increasing your basic stats was a good thing, even though I can go around the battlefield and balance break state without having any stress on my body. You need to start body training and sprinting first. Kaneko, you don't look so well. Rainbow was looking at Kaneko's face. Well, just like Rainbow said, Kaneko doesn't look too well. Her face is a bit red and looks like a bit of pain. Is it flu? It's nothing. It's nothing. There you go. What's Kaneko's voice? Kaneko replied immediately. Ray will put her head on Kaneko's forehead. Keep reading the chants. It's hard not to believe about the chants there. It's a bit odd. Chan, Sam, Sama. Even so, Ray will put her hand on Kaneko's forehead and looked worried. But your face is a bit red. Is it a flu? I'll make a special apple sorbet that have been passed down from the House of Phoenix for you. Apples made from our family's territory have arrived from my house. Using that, I'll make it for you. Kaneko moves Rabel's hand and then says, "That's an unwelcome flavour." Hearing that, Rabel got so mad her hair jaw started rotating. Wow. Also, you make apples? Your Phoenix is, but you make apples? What do they taste like? Weird thing to say. To get the good attention of other people's cats must feel good because they can live how they want to. I don't want to be told by a bird brain like you. Bird brain? If I remember, in Japan, bird brain is someone who forgets things right away, correct? It seems like you're studying well, so I'll praise you. This cat now. Don't know why he's making a noise like that. The quarrels between those two become a daily thing as well. They argue like this all the time. It's not that they don't get along. Kaneko also helps Rabel every day, and Rabel also depends on Kaneko. They must be good fighting buddies, I think. I don't know. I'm also having fun seeing Kaneko acting like this as well, while looking at them with a smile. Mum whispers into my ears. Yeah, your mum is oblivious to everything that's happening in the house. By the way, you say, what is it, Mum? I drank a cup of water. The mum said to me at the same time, when can I see my grandchild? Wow. They used to be so nasty towards him in the early season because he was a bit of a perv, but Jesus Christ. Boo! What? Boo! 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 Okay then. The water sprinkled down my mouth like a mist. After wiping my mouth, I responded in a high tone. What? What are you saying? Suddenly, what was this mother thinking? You wouldn't normally come out of that blue and ask about a grandchild. And then said with a serious face, that's because in this house you can call Rias. So that's what it is, isn't it? I think my grandchild can also have a Japanese name. You know there are Japanese names that don't sound weird like in Americans, but having a girl, you could have a cute name like that. For example, Eri or Mari. You already planned that far ahead, it's early, it's too far early. What is she thinking? Kind of funny, isn't it? I'm saying that it's too early for a grandchild and their names. I just confess, let me progress our relationship naturally. Look at me and Rias with a warm eye, see? Everyone is looking at us and laughing. Rias on nothing is really shy right now, so much that her face is really red. Wonder why? Be half demon baby, I think, or fully demon, because they're both demons. I am really happy right now. I don't care about a grandchild, I only care about Rias. I said stand strongly to Mum. Rias then holds my hand. I'm also happy right now, just being next to Issei. It makes me really happy. Right, Rias also smiles at me with a red face. Rias, Issei. Rias and I stared at each other. What a magnificent woman. I'm so happy that I could die because I was so in love with each other. Rias. He's beautiful and cute. How cringy, eh? This is what we call the Baka apple. What? I tried to act normal at school. Ross Weiser stated calmly while drinking coffee. Oh. That's okay. This is what we call a Baka couple. That was Ross Weiser talking. He don't even say someone talking first, then say what they're talking. I don't know. But tried to act normal at school. Ross Weiser started calmly while drinking coffee. He turns into a teacher at times like this because he works at the school undercover. Kaneko is staring at me and Rias. He looks down. Grandchild, baby, happiness. He says that with a low voice. He says I'm not too energetic. Is there something wrong with Kaneko? Part 2. What's part 2? Jesus Christ. This is a lot, isn't it? Probably read a bit more, to be honest. Let's read a bit more to beat part 2. That day, the ones who arrived at my house late at night were appointed people like Sir Zex, Rayfia, Azazel, who's basically their teacher, who's a fallen angel. They gathered in the VIP room located at the top floor of the Hydro restaurant. They gathered us, the Gremory team, with serious faces, so we knew it had to be a serious discussion. Sir Zex made me, Kaiba, Akana, and Ria sit in front of him and began to speak. Just as I told the three of you last time, Ise, Kiba, and Akano have accomplished many achievements, so the topic about you three getting a promotion have been decided by us, the Yonde Maru, and other top council members. He's talking about that, yes? It seemed like discussing me going on about a promotion for me, Akiba and Akano-san. I keep reading the Suns. That's hard not to cut out that when you see it. He told me about it after the match against Cyborg. Ball! At that time, I was confused, so I could understand what he was talking about. That's because it's a promotion we are talking about. Something like an image, what we said directly to me by Mal-sama. Who's Mal? A demon. So it would be weird if we weren't confused. My aim was to get a promotion, but I never thought I would be attain this one soon. Yeah, because I think you had to over the whole school year, you just became a demon already, didn't you? It seems like I fight against the evil god Loki and the Chaos Brigade have become great achievements. The Chaos Brigade is still around. Loki's icing up somewhere. I mysteriously got involved in those matters, and getting through those incidents has become a big achievement apparently. Certainly, I thought we should get praise for surviving such a crisis where it would be weird for us to have lost our lives, but I never expected we would go through so hard we would be given the promotion. About the promotion, it'd be natural for you three to get a promotion to high class devils while skipping the middle class devil exam. Damn, eh? But because of the promotion system, we would like to go through the middle class devil exam first. Middle class promotion test? Wait, high class? We thought to be top devil level. Are you serious? High class? Really? I really can't understand what's going on right now. Akano and Kiba are also shocked, but not as much as me. It seems like I was the only one making weird faces. Azazel said this while drinking a sake from a glass. Didn't Azazel fail because he was drinking and flirting with women? Yeah, something that was in mythology. It would be weird for Issei, Kaiba, and Akano to become high-class devils, judging from your achievements. But it seems like there are steps in the world of devils, especially the higher ups are noisy about this. They acknowledge the special promotion fee, but they also say to follow the proper procedures. That's why you become middle class devils, then be active in the rank for a while. Then soon after you receive a promotion, become high class devils from them. You guys also can plan about this when you become high class devils during your time as middle class devils. Since they said that if something is easy, middle class and high class devil, you're telling me that I have the right to become one? I asked because I felt like I was not worthy of this award. My true feelings were that I didn't know what to do after getting the promotion because my dreams were in front of me. There's X and then nods with a smiling face. Yes, defeating the evil god Loki and the terrorists are a big achievement. And you have shown magnificent fighting skills in the last match against Baal. Even more that Issei, you are the popular Chiyoti Oppai dragon. Oppai? It would be weird if the topic of promotion comes to you. No, I said so it is a prospective result. So that was also the reason for it. How can this be? I thought this was just a profit making done by the House of Gremory. Recently a sponge called Sponge Dragon. A Sponge Dragon? Okay. Was released. I think that the House of Gremory is a business family because they even make products for things that occurred in the match against Baal. Wow, you make a lot of money, don't you? They consider selling demon bathwater. Will that work? Congratulations on your promotion recommended, Issei, Akano, and Yuto. All your servants that I can be proud of are really blessed. Ria smiles with a satisfied face. She seems really deeply pleased, but she must be in great joy because her proud servants receive such great acknowledgement. Issei, Kiba, Akano, congratulations. Yes, it's good news. You guys are comrades I can be proud of. Devil's middle class promotion. I'm very interested in it. The church trio, Asia, Zenobia, and Ivana, because they all were part of the church once, and now they're demons. Well, two of them are. One's an angel. Are also pleased with us. I just want to improve like you, senpai. Gasky also gives us a positive comment. This guy really has become positive. He's brighter than before. A brighter, upbeat vampire. Never heard of that before. I also want to get a promotion quickly. And have a stable and luxurious living. God damn it, Ross Riser. As a realistic dreamer, like always. The team has become a group where Riser's Summer's group can't compete against anymore. Rainbow says, yeah, I don't think that our current team will lose to Riser's team. The oldest son in the House of Phoenix is a top player in the rating game. His team has a good balance. Sensei says so. The House of Phoenix. Sensei says, the House of Phoenix oldest son, eh? Under his voice, he has a weird modern voice for a 10,000-year-old fallen angel. My oldest brother is the house of our house. He would trouble to be as strong. Putting that aside, there is something great to be expected from me as Summer's servants for 3 people to get promoted in such a short time. Isn't it, Konako? Rabel asked Konako. Of course, congratulations, Issei, Senpai, Yuto, Akano. Konako shows her smile, but she seems to have low tension. Seems like she's pleased with her promotion. No, soon, other guys besides 3 also received promotion as well. What you guys did is really magnificent. In terms of power, basically everyone is at a high class devil level. Having servants like that in one group is very rare. Oh, we has made them like that. Also, Akano's a fallen angel as well, because her Barbara's one too. She has the power of lightning. Sensei says that I see, so the other members have a chance to get a promotion. He's right. It would be weird if the only ones to get knowledge were all of us went for those intense battles. The fact that all of us went for death situations is the same. Akano and Kiba stand up and bow to Zerzex. The leader of hell! Thank you so much for the promotion recommended, and this is a great honor which is too great for me. Zerzex, Lucifer, I will take this promotion as a knight of Gremory's group. I will also accept it as the Queen of Gremory's group. I think you deeply acknowledge with me for this promotion. Kiba and Akano accepted the recommendation personally. How about you, Issei? Zerzex asked me as I stood up and bowed my head down to Zerzex. I will take it, of course. Thank you very much. So, to tell you the truth, I'm shocked because it's still something I only dreamed about. But I'd like to overcome it from my dream. You didn't become a demon because over the 4 seasons, it was like a school year, isn't it? You only become a demon in 1 year. How was that your dream? I'm satisfied I was level up to Bucho standards. Come on now. Oh, it might be rude to call her by a name in front of Meryl. That's what I thought, but Zerzex made a naughty smile and said, oh, oya, He's like, what was that? You can call me by a name even in front of me, but I'd try to stay humble towards him, but Zerzex continues happily. Yeah, maybe the Lucifer, but he's a good Lucifer, so stop being scared of him, he can probably whip your ass. Haha, more like I'm telling you to call her by a name, I'm also happy. Look at you two, make me feel at peace. Jeez. Don't play with us. I think that's brother actually. Jeez, brother, please don't play with us. Rhea stood up with her face red and was mad at him. So he gets mad with a cute face. Why not write grey for you? Zerzex asked grey for you. Grey for you speaks with a usual cool atmosphere. Someone like you myself has no right to say anything. However, I don't think it's bad to call her by her name in a situation like this. What? Grey for your son? Even grey for you. Even Reyes becomes silent of grey fear says that Zerzex nods his head. Yes, I don't mind calling you Annie. Now call me Izuke. Call me Oni, I don't know. Slap. His head was smacked right against grey fears. Well, that is. Zerzex, you are going overboard in a situation like this. One day it'll be alright if we call you next time. You're alright. Maybe rustling things is a better part of the males in memory. Yeah, my daddy, the leader of hell, goddammit, Zerzex. Think about it. Cough. Cough. Sensei, who was laughing at the scene beside me, says after taking a breath. So look like next week the 3 of you, Issei, Kaiba, and Akano will participate in the middle class devil promotion test in the underworld. The test is earlier than I expected. Next week, that's all of a sudden. Didn't Stewie ban that? I don't know. Kiba says that Akano continues after him. If I remember correctly, the test for middle class class promotion includes writing a report, a written test, and a practical, correct? That's that for becoming a devil, alright. Put in the practical side. I wonder if you're right with the written report and written test. There's a report. Oh man, it sounds like there's a written test. Will I be able to do it? Begin to get nervous. Sensei then says, don't worry. If it's a written test, then Akano and Kiba have no problem. There's a basic knives and an application problem for devils. And also questions referred to the racing camp, so it's not something new for the report. What do they have to write about? Sensei asked Gravier. Gravier took a step forward and explains, the report has to be submitted on test day and can be broken down to what will you do if you become a middle-class devil? And write about your aim and great greed as a theme. Write about your aim and greed? Oh yeah, they're devils, aren't they? It's also proper to include about what did you gain until now in it as well. I see what we had to write about aim and what we had to gain until now. I don't think I can write anything complicated, so I wonder if I can write about something clear and simple, but a report? Somehow it seems like a test in the human world. When I said Dinta looks at Zerzek and spoke. Well, they are using it as a model, I guess. Zerzek nods. Really, is that needed? The majority of devils taking the middle class promotion test are reincarnated devils. Because of that, we use the test in the human world as a model and apply it to our promotion tests. What happened to you possessing people, huh? Not possessing people anymore? Alright then. I see, I'll think about it, that'll be the case. Lately there are lots of reincarnated devils, so the ones taking the promotion test will be mostly former humans. Okay, they're still human though, the same. Pardon me. So they decide the test by thinking about that lens. Sensei bangs on his knees and looks at us. Anyway, the report will be due on test day, so that will be your first priority. But Issei, yes. Sensei points at me and says, the sides are apart. You'll know how to study for the written test. Rather than common size, train your brain in a week so you can answer application tests. Rest assured there are intelligent girls and guys around you. Rias puts her hand on my shoulder. Leave it to me, Issei. I'll teach you lots of things. Hey. Issei, I want to test for the questions. Let's study together. I don't know what that means. Then I will study together as well. Kiba and Akano also say that to me. Oh, what a strong opponent. Sports. And Rias and Akano makes me feel reassured already. But the good-looking guy also wants to help me. What people need are good friends. But then, what about the last one? What about the practical? When I say that Zerzek, Grafey, and Sensei made a weird face and looked at each other, I don't think you need to worry about that. He's probably fighting again. Just saying. Sensei says it is if it's an obvious answer. But in my case, it's something I get the most points in, so I was thinking about training for it. I said that Sensei waved his hand to his side. That's why I'm saying you don't need it. Just do the practical on the test day. You'll probably won't realise till the test day. Probably won't realise until the test day. That's a weird thing to do 2 test days. Akano, Kiba, you guys don't need to worry about the practical, so concentrate on the report. Yes. Akano and Kiba both replied to that. Both you're alright with that. Are you serious? I have to study with the new written test rather than practical one that can earn the most points? In my case, it seems like I won't get good marks to the written test, so studying it must be is a must. Even so, I want to train for the practical, even though I couldn't do anything for the practical for the test day. That would be a great loss. I put my hand up because I felt nervous. One last thing. I know it was embarrassing me to ask, but what happened if I fail in it? Would we lose that recommendation? Zerzek shook his head. No, that won't happen. Once you receive a recommendation, you will not lose it if you fail. The test next week, you can redo it as many times as you want. You won't lose a recommendation unless you receive a very bad result, I mean. Okie dokie then. Oh, is that so? That makes me feel better, but I can do it again if I fail next week unless I start a weird crime. What? The promotion requires makes me feel very safe. I felt assured and Zerzek says it strongly. Also, I know that you're passing next week's test, Issei. You might feel very uneasy. Issei, you must feel very uneasy because of the sudden recommendation, but there's nothing to worry about. I've received praise from Demon, or Lucifer, whatever. Is it true I can actually pass it, but I receive a recommendation that will live up to their expectations. I will take a test and get in. The promotion was supposed to be my aim. It happened while I was doing things while thinking, but this is an important chance. I will just go ahead and pass. I will do my best. Because I'll definitely become a middle class devil one day and become a high class devil. I'll play by raising my spirit. Yes, yeah, the road becoming a Harlem King is opened. What the other Harlem King? Got like Irina, Ross Weiser, not her yet, obviously. All the others, you know. Think about it. I'll just go around and be covered in bodies of naked women. Jesus Christ. Go through, go. I don't know what that means. I was burning with itty dreams in my mind as Ross Weiser stands up. Now, since the discussing is basically finished, I will take my leave. Now look, she has clothes on. It seems as he's going, so he's been bugging me the whole time. Rossweiser, are you going somewhere? When I asked Rossweiser, the answer was he's looking far ahead. To Northern Europe. I'm thinking about returning home for a while. Northern Europe, returning home? What's this about? I don't know what's going on, but Rhea seems to know about it. Is that about correct? Rossweiser suddenly nods at Rhea's question. Yes, currently I'm lacking power. You're a Valkyrie and a demon, and you're lacking power. Okay. There are many occasions where the Grim routine fights strong opponents. At this rate, I'll become a hindrance. I'm thinking about increasing the trade of Rook. You're literally a magician. Like, okay, never mind, Rossweiser. She's going back to increase her Rook trade. Sensei then asked her, Rossweiser, is there anything you can rely on in Valhalla? Yes, there is a senpai of mine who is professor in the department. It seems like getting points at magical attacks during the Valkyrie candidate tests have become in vain. After the battle against it seems like there are things Rossweiser was concerned about. That's it, how long we got to go there? Because I think this is quite long, I'm going to end it here because I don't know how long I'm recording for. So, this is probably the opening to Season 5 of High School Dixie. It's probably the first episode too. Probably is actually, so yeah. So, if you want to continue this, just leave it in the comments and I'll just do the rest of it down here. Starting with this bit here because this is quite long to read for like under an hour, so yeah. So if you enjoyed this and want more, don't forget to come on the darkness and smash the like button, boys. Stay spooky. Doodles!